Fear of rejection, success, failure, it's part of life. It's normal that we have those fears. We are humans and we can't live without fears, because you will know that you're not alone. So many people have those fears, but it doesn't mean that they will control you. But it's up to us to how we view fear, how we overcome it, and how we make it better. Hello guys, hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariam and I'm your friend. Welcome to Healthy Habits. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're gonna talk about fear. If I'm being precise, today we're going to talk about how to face and overcome fear. This is one of the topics that I wanted to talk about so long. I think I've touched briefly about it a few times, but not like dedicated. I don't think I've dedicated like a full video about fear, but here we are. Fear. I have my notes on my phone this time. But why I wanted to talk about fear, it's because it's something that it's part of our life. Fear, it's something that can either help us or can limit us. So it's important to, while you're listening to this video, it's important to know that it's both sides. And, I'll specify, of course, when I mean something, because this video is not telling you to be fearless 100%, because sometimes fear can help us. If we feel like we are facing like danger or something like that, it's normal to have fear. But this video is more about how it can stop us, meaning it's not the good fear, if you will. So let's dive in. I just want to make this disclaimer. So let's dive in. I'm gonna try to make it more simple for you. As always, I am trying to take difficult concepts and make it more easier for you. But step one would be acknowledge and name the fear clearly. Meaning, sometimes when we are fearful, we either don't want to realize that we are in fear because of our ego, or we just used to it, meaning, like all my life I've been fearful, all my life I've had this specific fear, like it's okay, I'm used to it. Or the first, that our ego stops us, meaning we feel and we can realize that we have this fear, but we don't acknowledge it because we're like, I'm I'm this high performer, I don't want to think about this fear that I have because of my ego. Both sides. But it's important to acknowledge the fear. If sometimes I'm fear, people have this universal fears, fear of, I can name you a few, fear of success, fear of loneliness, fear of death, fear of losing everything, fear of let me search for you because I want to name all the perfectionist in me. So death, fear of physical harm, loss of autonomy, separation, being alone, fear of losing. I didn't think of this. Fear of losing one's sense of self or identity, ego death. Okay. Fear of unknown, but fear of ego death. I didn't think about this. See, I'm also learning a few things. Okay. Fear of failure, rejection, not being good enough, judgment, change, unknown, losing control, success, being alone, disappointing others. So as you can see, we have 10 fears. And the most important thing is to realize which one do you have the most, or which ones do you face in your day-to-day life. Is it failure, rejection, success? I know that people are like, how you can be fearful of success, but it's a real thing. And I think that's one of my fears. But yeah, it's real because it's like what I would do once I hit that successful stage that I think it is. You're also fearful of what other people would think of you when you hit that success. Like, I can make a whole another video about all of those fears and especially success, but I've searched really quick, and it's the fear that once you achieve your goal, life might change in ways you can't control. People worry about new expectations, losing a relationship, or not being able to sustain their success. So that's what we mean about fear of success. But anyway, once you acknowledge and name your success, meaning you know that you have, the fear of rejection, and you know that you have it, the next step would be understand the story or the meaning you've attached to it. Meaning, I'm fearful of rejection because when I was a kid, I'm just giving you an example, when I was a kid or teenager, I wasn't accepted around other people, or I would feel that I am different. I would feel that no one can understand me. Just knowing the story where it comes from, because our fears didn't come from nowhere. It has a meaning. And yes, you need to do lots of work to understand why you have those fears. But once you understand, you will know more yourself, and you will know more when it comes from. But maybe one simple question that it can help you to analyze step 2, which is, understand the story or the meaning you've attached to it. It's where it comes from. Where it comes from, this fear that I have. And when you go back, you will understand why. But it's important to know where it comes from. Step 3, visualize the worst case scenario. Can you handle it? Learn from it, or is it unlikely? By visualizing, I mean, if I am, this example, fear of rejection, what's the worst case scenario would happen? That I will end up alone. That imagine that no one will be around you, no one will accept you, and you will be alone. Is it really realistic, or is it your mind who creates it? This is something that you need yourself to make the distinction that, wow, this is getting ridiculous. It's not like every single one around me will not approve of me because I have this fear of rejection. You know what I mean? Once you go to the worst scenario, you realize yourself that it's ridiculous. And it helps you to face it and to overcome it, of course, because you're like, oh, I'm being too deep and ridiculous about this. It's not the reality. So it makes you grounded more. Step 4, reframe fear as a signal for progress, not danger. Again, if actually you're not in danger, of course, but reframe fear as a signal for progress. Meaning, yes, I'm fearful of rejection. I'm going to work on it. Not just realizing where it came from, doing the worst case scenario and then doing nothing. No, you need to work on it to actually make it better. I'm not telling you that it will disappear 100% because, I'm not a therapist. I don't know. But you can make it better. Meaning, what can I do to fear less this fear? Is it to choose wisely people that I know I can trust and love? Is it to work on myself to the point that I don't care as much what other people think of me, if our example is the fear of rejection? Or I need to level up my self-worth to the point where I know myself and I know that I accept myself. So if 1 or 2 people don't, it's their problem. It's not mine. So again, just reframing and seeing your fear, how you can make progress on it. Again, I'm not telling you that it will help you to eliminate 100% your fear, because those fears that I named are universal. At some point in our lives, we go, I would say all of those fears, if not most of that list. But yeah, it's important to see how you can improve it. Then step 5, take one small action toward the fear immediately. Meaning, what's one tiniest action that you can make to face that fear immediately? If your fear, again, the same example, if your fear is there's fear of rejection, what you can do to actually face it, meaning, is it to ask something that you know the answer is no? If you're in sales, getting no's a lot, right? Rejections. Or in your personal life, rejected by if you're single and you went on a date and you want to go on a date with that girl or boy, if you got rejected, so what? But still ask, because if you're not sure if you're gonna get rejected or not, still ask, because you never know. If you don't ask, 100% it's a no, but if you would ask, you don't know, it's a 50-50. But it's important to face it. Another example, fear of success, right? Which is another example. It's, yes, your life will change when you hit that success. We all have different definition of success. But I still would make some small steps towards it, meaning I will not give up. I will continue to post videos. I will do this. I will do that. I will work on myself more. And it shows me that, yes, I face that fear, even though I might be fearful of success. I am still facing it, meaning I'm still doing the steps that it will take me where I want to be in this life for a long term. So it proves to you that you can do it. It proves to you that you have that confidence and you build that confidence, and it's going to be much easier to face that fear whenever it comes in your way. And then step 6, celebrate the progress and repeat the process to build your confidence. Meaning, once you got rejected, if the example is fear of rejection, don't be sad and be like, oh my God, I got rejected, or this person doesn't approve of me. So what? I'll get better. I'll work on myself. Celebrate yourself. And once you celebrate, that's like, I feel like it has like this psychological thing. When you celebrate yourself, it doesn't have enough of power over you anymore. It's like, yeah, let's say I have the fear of rejection. I have the fear of being lonely. I have the fear of abandonment. And once I do all of those steps, at the end, it's like, I realized I have those fears, and I willingly choose to don't allow for them to have power over me as much as it used to be. That's why it's crucial to have all of those steps. I'm going to do a recap, but fear in some ways, when we are in danger or we feel like we are in danger, it's a good thing, because it can literally save our lives. Meaning, when you're walking alone and you feel something is off and you have this fear of that you're in danger, and you run, you ask for help, you scream, it's a good fear, meaning that you actually saved your life. You don't need to wait and see, oh, am I actually being 100% sure that I'm in danger? No, you automatically have that fear, right? You don't analyze it at the same time. The good fear and the bad fear, it's the same. Well, bad, you know what I mean. Fear of rejection, you don't analyze, oh my God, am I being 100% legit or not? You just have that fear, but consciously you need to analyze, you know what I mean? I'm going to go through the steps and I'm going to give you my final thoughts per usual. But step 1, acknowledge and name the fear clearly. And step 2, understand the story or the meaning you've attached to it. Step 3, visualize the worst case scenario. Can you handle it? Learn from it, or is it unlikely? Step 4, reframe fear as a signal for progress. Meaning, I will work on it. I will get better. Take one small action toward the fear immediately. And step 6, celebrate the progress and repeat the process to build your confidence. Why I end with confidence? It's because, yes, it's related to confidence. Because facing your fear, it takes courage and it takes confidence. I'll leave a few videos that I have about courage and confidence. But if I didn't know where to start, those steps are important, but I would start even before. I would start working on my confidence and courage. So why I wanted to mention confidence and courage is because those two are linked directly to facing your fear and overcoming it. Without courage and confidence, you can't face your fear because, of course, you're going to be fearful. And that's why if I was you, or if I would start over, I would work on my courage and confidence first, and then it will be much easier to face my fears because I know I'm confident and I know I have courage as well. But it is hard. I know it's hard said than done to work on your courage or confidence. But what matters the most is what you do daily, little thing. That's how you build confidence and courage. Meaning that, I don't know, if you're in sales, like reaching out or calling one more person, it builds your confidence because it's like whenever your brain tells you, oh my God, I'm fearful, I can't do it, I can't speak to people, but you still do it, it shows to you that, oh, I actually can do it, and it builds your confidence. Same thing in your personal life. Let's say if you work out, or the first time when you try to do push-ups, pull-ups, whatever, it showed you that you can do it, and it builds your confidence as well. That's why it's important. Confidence and courage while you want to face your fears and overcome it. To end this little video, I just want to tell you that it's normal that we have those fears. We are humans and we can't live without fears. Doesn't mean the good fears or the bad fears, like we can't. It's part of our life. Once you realize that, it will be much easier to handle it because you will know that you're not alone. So many people have those fears. And once you know that they're still going to be there, and because it's part of life, but it doesn't mean that they will control you completely, 100%. But for that, you need to put some work and action on it so it doesn't control you 100%, but they will be there. It's human. The fear of rejection, success, failure, it's part of life. Whether we want it or not, they will be there, but it's up to us to how we view fear, how we overcome it, and how we make it better and see it as a progress, which was one of the steps that we've talked. Meaning, yes, let's say if I'm fearful of failure and I face failure, it's like, okay, yes, I faced a failure. What can I learn from it? How can I make it better? And once you work on it, it's like the fear that you have loses its power because you're working on it. And versus if you had that fear and you failed and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to never try again to start a business, or I'm never try again to be in a new relationship because of my previous experience. It has so much power over you. Of course, it will control you. But if you're like, yeah, that situation happened, how can I make it better next time? How can I work on it? How can I make it to the point that it doesn't have control over me as much, at least anymore? It changes everything. The way that you view fear. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, ring the bell because we have videos every single week. So I hope to see you then. But per usual, don't forget, don't give up for just one more day. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.